Good morning, everyone. Hope you're ready to go early today. I haven't really dealt with this muck yet because I slept in a little bit. The time has just changed for us here in the Northern Hemisphere in Canada. We've been working with loving kindness for a couple weeks, and so we'll see where that takes us today. And let's begin by cycling through the anchors we know already, getting into the mindful body, breathing, the body scan, relaxing the hands and face, thoughts, emotions, observing. So let's take it away. I'm stretching straight and up in my chair, but relaxed so that I can hold the posture. And I hope you are too, at home, on your mat, in a chair, in your bed. At this point in our practice, relaxing and stretching into the mindful body becomes a trigger for discipline and compassion, for focus. So just enjoying that. Here we are again. Here's this body again, supporting me, holding me. This perfect, imperfect body. Perhaps it is a body full of pain. A couple more deep breaths into the mindful body. And stretching straight up and tall. Noticing our awareness moving up from the feet to the knees into the thighs. And stopping to relax the abdomen. And just give your belly a little rub. Let it all hang out. Feels so nice. Hello, belly. For people with chronic PTSD, so many of neurons are activated actually in the intestines rather than in the brain, the flight fight ones. And so if you ever feel like your brain wants one thing, but your body is doing something very different, that's why your neuron intestines are firing away and they've got you in full flight fight. And you may not even have much of a stimulus to enter that condition. But that is pretty common. So that's why we're just letting the belly hang out. Just let the belly know that she's safe. And just give it a good rub. And just like dealing with a very young child, the tactile sensations provide a visceral comfort that the thinking doesn't get to. In some of our practices, we'll do the same with hand on heart because it helps us focus the heart energy to give and receive love and forgiveness. And in this case, we'll just deal with the belly for a little bit longer. I'm just noticing as your abdomen expands into your hands and contracts as you inhale and exhale. And just really allow the belly to relax. Imagine you are cradling a pretty young child who is upset, feels unsafe and scared. And just the container of your presence is what's required to regulate that very young child. And that is similar to how we approach the belly. And let's send our awareness further up this perfect, imperfect body, up to the spine, holding us nice and tall. Let's raise and relax the shoulders. And just reminding ourselves that the contrast between this tension and relaxation, it really helps us understand what relaxation actually is. And so many other points in our lives, we don't understand the relaxation without the tension. So that's an opportunity to put some of our stressors to work for us to help us understand what it is to be relaxed. Again, raising the shoulders up towards the ears and then let them drop down. Relaxing the face and hands, relaxing the belly. Let's do something different today since I have got bed hair. I just jumped out of the sack and forgot about the time change. Let's rub our scalp and just notice how wonderfully pleasurable it is to run your hands over your scalp if you don't have hair, or through your hair as if you do. I got a lot of hair, obviously. And just what a wonderful, relaxing feeling that is. It's extremely stimulating to rub your scalp. And when do we ever do this? Basically, never, right? But it's very caring and loving. If someone close to you has ever touched your head or rubbed your head a little bit, you'll understand that feeling of how nourishing and tender it is to have your head touched gently. And just imagine what it is to be your pet, or a dog or cat getting a little scratch on the head. How nice that must be to have a little gentle attention up in this very sensitive area where we've got so many capillaries and so many nerve endings around our ears. Just noticing how nice it is to take a moment to offer ourselves that kind of self-care. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's add a mantra to our breathing while we cycle through the anchors of listening and our own body. As we inhale the strength, the discipline, the compassion, the focus that we know we are capable of when we're in our highest and best, giving our highest and best to ourselves and others. And as we exhale, we release what doesn't serve. So those would be thoughts of doubt, of shame, of not fitting in, of not being good enough, of not having enough. In our culture, of course, we have a pretty strong addiction to having enough stuff to manifest success. But the most famous, peaceful people in history had basically nothing. And so we want to tap into that truth that our strength of character and our inner world is worth a lot more than what's on the outside. As we sit inhaling and exhaling to this mantra, let's ask ourselves a question. What is the highest and best that I want to give to myself and others today? And we're not looking for Spider-Man achievements here. We're looking for the little things. Maybe today I will be less reactive with my kids. Maybe today I will listen before I talk. I'll resist the urge to give unsolicited advice. That's a bad one for me. Maybe today I won't push so hard to get everything done for tomorrow because tomorrow will come anyway. And maybe I need to be a little bit gentle and take some time to spend time with myself. And as we sit and close up our practice in a few minutes, let's allow those intuitive thoughts to surface. What is the highest and best that I am offering myself and others today? What can I commit to today? And for our homework over the week, let's ask ourselves that question in a morning meditation before we start the day. Plan to return to it as often as possible during your busy work days. What is the highest and best that I have committed to offering myself and others today? And even if we remember only once over the course of the day, little victories, we are still building focus. We are still building discipline. We are still building compassion for ourselves and others. Maybe today I'm going to find something in a negative situation that I can be grateful for, something that helps me grow. Maybe today I can trust that the people around me can get their jobs done pretty well without me having to control all of the strings. Maybe today I'll take a few moments to stop and appreciate what I've done and what I have instead of fixating on what I haven't done and what I don't have. These are just some intuitive suggestions that are coming to me. I'm sure you have many important ideas of your own that are arising as well. It's a good opportunity for journaling. If you don't have time for that, just talk into your phone or something like that. And just imagine that if the billions of people around the world were thinking and doing just those few thoughts that arose in our practice today, imagine what kind of world we would be living in instantly. That's all it takes. Enough of one person doing highest and best. Isn't that incredible? What a thing to manifest. What a wonderful power we have. So let's go use it. Wishing you a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me today. Bye bye.